Linebacker Tony Carcetti has led Vanderbilt to the college football playoffs against all odds. Last video, he helped the Commodores pull off some truly thrilling wins in an electric end to the regular season and won the Heisman Trophy in the process. Vanderbilt has the number 9 seed in the playoffs, and they'll have a long road ahead to have a shot at pulling off a Cinderella championship run. We'll see if Tony can help his team make some magic in his senior season or if he'll fall short of his dreams again. So for the first round of the playoffs, we got a snow game in Oklahoma, and this should be interesting, man. Tony's team hasn't played a team like Oklahoma all year, and we closed the season hot, but truly Vanderbilt did not have a signature win on that schedule. I think they largely got into the playoffs on the strength of just being in the SEC basically, so it is really going to take a miracle for them to make a run in the playoffs, and Tony is really going to have to step up with some interceptions for sure. The Sooners are already putting a slow and steady drive together, going with a read option here, and Tony misses the tackle on the quarterback. That cannot happen. Gotta find a way to make up for it here, but for some reason I've just been having trouble getting off of these blocks. And Oklahoma has been shockingly run heavy so far. We've got to find a way to shut this down, and this will be a big time 3rd and 10 early on, as it looks like Oklahoma is going with the screen and Tony is on it. This is exactly what we needed, and Oklahoma will get nothing. Tony will take this back to the crib in the snow, and the Commodores are gonna start it out with a 7-0 lead. Let's go. Those are the exact plays that need to happen in these games, and offense actually was able to get another touchdown. Tony just completely flipped the game on its head. He kills Gavin Sawchuk there. We'll be looking great if we can get another stop here. And Oklahoma just running a read option. Sit down, Jackson Arnold. Huge 3rd and 12 for the momentum of this game. And Oklahoma is just going to go with a screen. I don't know what they're trying to do. Vandy boys came to play today. Oklahoma hasn't been able to do anything in the passing game, as Tony's just been all over the field. Gotta make sure they don't get anything here before halftime though. And they continue to make interesting play calls on 3rd and long situations, just chucking it up here, and Tony's teammate is going to come down with the pick. So we head into halftime with a clean 14-0 lead. Oklahoma has been stymied since Tony's pick, and shout out to the Vandy offense for getting us that touchdown before halftime. If they can give us 1 touchdown per half in the playoffs, I would be more than happy. I feel like we need 1 more interception from Tony, and his teammate is gonna get one here. Tony's teammates continue to come through. That's the 3rd pick for Jackson Arnold on the day, and offense gets a touchdown. Bang. This one will turn into a blowout if Oklahoma's not careful, and their offense has just not been able to hit us for big plays, as man, Tony gets hit up the seam. I thought we were gonna jump for that easy. Caught me a little off guard with that one. And Jackson Arnold taking off here. Tony's on it though. Alright, this is a crucial drive. I don't want to let the Sooners back into the game. And they're going stretch play. We're on that too. Really happy with how we've shut down the run, and Oklahoma is shockingly going to settle for a field goal here. Tony was trying to get in there to block that, but it will be good. I don't really see how that does the Sooners a whole lot of good though. And backed up in their own end zone, they're going to run it. Tony sits the quarterback down at like the half-yard line. Thought we were about to have a safety for sure. They're going to run a similar play here. Sawchuk just barely getting out of the end zone. 3rd and 9. This is a great opportunity to put this game away. And this time the Sooners are passing it. Tony is on that angle route, and his teammate is once again going to come up with a pick. This one will go to the crib and seal it up. This Vanderbilt defense has proved to be truly legit today, and Tony's trying to force a fumble before it's all said and done. When you start out the game with a pick 6, everything totally changes, and Tony's going to get 1 more here. I don't know what this boy Jackson Arnold is doing, but he loves throwing picks to the Vanderbilt defense, and Tony will take this to the bank for his 2nd pick 6 on the day, and that will do it. Coach takes the starters out, and Vanderbilt is headed to the 2nd round of the playoffs. Tony balled out, 13 tackles and 2 picks on the day, and in the 2nd round of the playoffs, we're taking on our old conference foe, 13-0 Florida. Okay, so round 2 of the playoffs, we got number 1 Florida. This team lit us up earlier in the season. I'm pretty sure we didn't score a single point, but it looks like Tony is out for revenge on them today, and this defense is going to have to ball out once again. Florida's a really run-heavy team, and they run out of some tricky formations as well, and this will be a big-time 3rd and 2. Gators are going to run the ball here to the outside, and a nice tackle by number 10. Pretty sure dude had a pick last game, so an early stop, but this Florida defense is really good. I really don't expect offense to do anything today. They were good last game, so I'm not even going to complain. Defense has just got to do its thing, and Tony's going to need at least 1 pick 6 on the day, possibly 2 to win this. But Florida, I don't think has passed the ball yet. They're coming in with a good game plan of trying not to beat themselves. They're going to have to pass it here. They'll just take the drag, and dude barely gets stopped short. We'll see what Florida does here, and they are going to kick the field goal. You know, this would be a good time for a field goal block. As Tony tries to get in there, I thought he got a pile up, but this Florida kicker has tons of leg. All right, Gators take a 3-0 lead going into the 2nd quarter, and they're going to continue to try to run the ball down our throats. We have to get tackle for losses to get them into passing situations, because if they can just get us to bite on the run and hit us with play action, we're in trouble. 3rd and inches here. Florida is actually going to throw a screen, and Tony's teammate is on it. This is the same dude who had the game-sealing pick 6 last game, and he takes it to the bank. That is just a massive play to put this team in the lead. I'm pretty sure number 25 is the guy who had the big fumble recovery touchdown to win a game earlier in the season as well. But uh-oh, Florida might be breaking off a big run here. Number 2 is going to get loose and has tons of space. I don't know where the second level is at, but Tony's just barely able to chase him down from behind. All right, so we hit, Florida hits back, and they're going with some triple option here, but we're on it. Tony's honestly had to carry this defense less and less in the last few weeks. And look at this, man. His dude gets the pick again. Make that 6 picks in the last 2 games for Tony's teammates. They're going crazy right now. And offense actually gets a field goal. This team has just improved so much since the last time we played Florida. And we're going to get the sack on Graham Mertz. I'll take a timeout here. It is important to know, offense actually only had 15 yards of total offense in that half, but I'll take a win any way we can get it, and right now we're looking pretty good. Looks like Tony's going to have one more shot at a punt return before halftime. Going to be zeros on the clock, and that punt had a ton of hang time. Tony's going to have to cook. Okay, he hits the back juke. We're going to have to make some more moves. I'm going to hit a little spin, and that is not going to be enough, unfortunately. But I am beyond happy with the way our team played in the first half. No turnovers from Tony, and this team is still in the lead, which is pretty rare. Normally, he is the straw that stirs the drink, but Florida hasn't really been doing anything on offense. I'm waiting for a little forced fumble to come in here somewhere. Tony does have 9 tackles on the day, of course. Pretty typical stats for him at this point, as Florida just hits a little dump off to pick up the first. Stop there would have been nice. The more chances we give our offense, the better. And Florida going with another option here. Sit down. You gotta fumble that, Graham Mertz. I know Graham Mertz is not all that. He's gonna cough up the ball eventually, and he has just been trying to be a check down merchant today. We're just letting this team hang around though, which makes me nervous. I feel like they're gonna score a tutty eventually, but this defense just keeps getting stops, and that's the second pick of the day for number 25. He is balling the hell out right now, and offense gets a gigantic field goal. I was worried they messed that up, but now we're in a great spot where we pretty much just got to slow these guys down. They haven't shown a lot of ability to push the ball downfield, or really any ability, I should say. All Graham Mertz can do is throw these short routes, and we just got to hold it down for 3 minutes, man. Come on. Florida is going to have to pass it from this point on, but Graham Mertz takes a sack and fumbles the ball. Florida picks it up. That's going to let plenty of time trickle off the clock, and that's what we need, man. Make these boys earn it. Make them take these crappy little checkdowns. 3rd and 12. Here we go. Florida is just going to go with a screen. Come on now. When Tony's manned up on that guy too, sit the hell down. Florida just punted it away, which I don't understand, because that allowed offense to kill a ton of clock. And Tony's coming on a blitz here, trying to get in Graham Mertz's face, but he finds a guy downfield, and this is going to be a huge gain. Uh-oh, man. This is exactly what we didn't need. That might give Florida a chance. All right, offense is at least able to get the clock down to 20 seconds. I don't know what the hell happened with our coverage there, man. That made me nervous, and Florida has another solid chunk here. They could get into field goal range, dude. Oh, nope, never mind. They took Tony off the field, and I guess Florida couldn't do anything. That was a little bit anticlimactic, but I'm just happy we got the dub, as Tony didn't even need a pick today to get his team the win. Okay, so semifinal looks like we're taking on Michigan. I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect us to make it to the college football playoff semifinals with this team. We've had to scratch and claw to get here, and Tony misses a pick there. Played that badly, honestly. And Michigan's already in great position to score, as I had the middle zone, saw the corner route coming open, and they hit us over the middle. Bad look for Tony early on. And this game has already gotten off to a way worse start than the last two. Offense turns it over, and now we need a turnover down here in our territory. Tony didn't do anything crazy last game. Hopefully he saved up some picks for today. And JJ McCarthy just taking off here. Sit down, bro. We gotta fumble that sometime. And Tony coming off the field on 3rd down. Of course Michigan's gonna pick that up. That's pretty frustrating, dude. 2 plays in a row from Tony, and they take him out. He is trying to kill JJ McCarthy, and it looks like he is injured on the play. That could potentially be big, man. I don't know what Michigan's backup is like. He's just gonna throw the screen, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And once again, bro, Tony coming off the field. I don't know what's up with this. And Michigan's just gonna throw it short. Okay, we'll take that. All right, man, we're in a pretty tough spot here. Starting off with terrible field position 2 times in a row is not helpful, and this magic run is gonna come to an end soon if Tony can't do something. And he has missed a couple of reads early on, man. We easily could have baited up that curl route. I was expecting dude up top to run a corner though, and now Michigan's in great position again, going play action pass, and McCarthy has all day. He is gonna throw an absolute goddamn laser downfield for the touchdown. That was ridiculous, bro. I don't think I've ever seen JJ McCarthy make that good of a throw in real life, and we might be officially cooked here. Wolverines have just looked so good early on, and going with that same play here, we need to turn it into a pick this time, and Tony is able to get it. Okay, turn around, Tony. Turn around, Tony. Dang, we needed to do something with that, bro. All right, offense has got to get something. 7. Okay, offense gets 7. We're back in it a little bit at least. Gonna need another pick in here somewhere. And man, number 8 had it in his hands and dropped it. That's painful, bro. That would have been huge. But Michigan going screen here. This is our chance, and Tony is on it. He will be able to take this to the bank, and just like that, we got a 3-point game on our hands, people. All right, we love to see Tony stepping up when it counts. He comes off the field for a couple plays, but his defense gets the stop. He'll have a chance at a return. It would be great to put offense in good position here, but that camera angle is just impossible to deal with sometimes. And whoa, Donovan Edwards is out for the game with a bruised sternum. That was a hit that was caused by Tony. But unfortunately, offense has turned it over, so Michigan's going to have this great position again. I was trying to bait up that zig route there, and we need to stop him from getting a touchdown here. I don't know where the hell JJ McCarthy is throwing that. We'll have a 3rd and 10 here. Michigan is going with 5 wide and just running spacing. Our dude had that for a pick 6, but Tyson Russell drops it again. But hey, offense gets a touchdown coming out of halftime, and just like that, we have got a lead. I thought this game was 1000% over when we went down 17-0, but this team has shown its resilience again and again this season. But I'm definitely not going to relax. We got to keep making plays, and Tony is going to injure another Michigan running back. That's the 3rd injury he's caused today. He's putting up Stringer Bell stats in the injury department right now. Michigan going 5 wide here. Tony trying to bait that up, but McCarthy takes off right away. We're on that though. Tony with 10 tackles and 2 picks, putting up an impressive stat line, and both of Michigan's running backs are now out for the game. So that should be a big blow to their running game, but the 3rd stringer gets a little bit of revenge on Tony, and dude is rumbling down the sidelines. Benjamin Hall going crazy on us. All right, so that was kind of a humbling moment for Tony. And the Wolverines still sticking with the run. Tony trips, and this 3rd stringer is going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. All right, this is a potentially big 2-point conversion. Michigan's going with the pass, and they're running a little 5 wide curls. McCarthy's going to get sacked. So 5-point deficit in the 3rd quarter. And I would expect Michigan to be pretty safe with their play calling here on out, as Tony is able to get the big hit this time. All right, man, we head to the 4th looking pretty tight. We'll see what we got here on 3rd and 6. And for a second, I thought Michigan was running the screen. Instead, they've got a corner route, and for some reason, coach keeps audibling the play like 2 seconds before it happens, messes up our coverage every time. So that's pretty frustrating, man. Might have cost us a stop there. But Michigan going 5 wide again here, and man, that was our chance. I was trying to bait up the zig, but he threw it at just the right time. Gotta take those chances if you want to make plays though. Michigan's just gonna hand it off to the outside. Tony is trying to get there, but no help from his teammates, and Michigan is gonna be well into field goal range now. Damn, man, time is ticking down on the clock. Something's gotta happen here soon, as Michigan just runs again. We're on that. All right, potential game deciding 3rd down coming up. Michigan is gonna run the ball. We cannot get to it. Dang, bro. Tony has 14 tackles. He's doing everything in his power to shut down this ground game, but Michigan is actually passing it here. Might be a shot at something, but McCarthy is just gonna take off, bro. Dang it, he will slide inside the 5. All right, so Michigan's not gonna be able to run out all the clock, but we need a goal line stop. Michigan is shockingly going to pass the ball here, and McCarthy goes down for a sack, and I have no idea why, but Tony is on the sideline on 2nd and goal. This is something that has cost this team again and again, and that 6-yard chunk is significant. So Tony will come back in for 3rd and goal, and Michigan is gonna run the ball. Tony has a shot to get McCarthy, but just barely gets knocked off of him, and that might just do it for this one. Michigan takes a 2-score lead. Gonna need something totally shocking to happen here, but our quarterback takes a sack, and that is sadly gonna do it for this one. Dang, man. This team fought so hard to get to the semifinals, almost put a comeback together, but in the end, Michigan just had a little bit more firepower. Tony played his heart out in the last game of his college career, and he had an insane senior season, man. 153 tackles, 7 sacks, 30 interceptions, 19 touchdowns, 11 deflections, 3 forced fumbles, 4 fumble recoveries. This might be one of the best seasons anybody on a road to glory on this channel has had. And let me know if you want to see Tony in the NFL. That will probably be one of my last videos before the new game comes out. Be sure to like and drop a comment. Peace.